Weakness. I don't think it's really a good connotation much in our culture, even in our Christian culture, sadly. And the problem is pride. It doesn't matter who you are and what state you are, if you're rich or poor. Everybody has pride. It just means to think highly of yourself, higher than you ought. And it's a plague within all of our hearts. All of our hearts. It's a problem. It's a serious problem. Because we don't realize who we are. We don't realize what we are. We don't realize who we've sinned against. We know that it's God, uppercase G-O-D. We know that, this is a set of laws. I know that I've broken some of them, but it can't be that great of a deal. It is, though. It's because we're pride. We're so full of pride. We're arrogant. We don't realize who we've sinned against. We've sinned against life. We've sinned against truth, love. We have done things to Him that we wouldn't do to our closest friend, yet He's the one who's given us life. We've treated Him as if He is some common whore, that we can go and get things from, that when we want it, we can go get it from Him. But when we don't need Him, we can go away from Him. It's all pride. As if God exists to serve our needs. God exists to serve our purposes. No, but you exist to serve His purpose. This is the reality. But in our pride, we say no. Screw you, God, and your will and your plan to seek glory. I want to get mine. And here's the problem, is that then people will tell you of salvation. All of a sudden, we're all great people. We have so many great things to point to. Our love, how we treat others, how nice we are to people. We go to church, we believe the proper doctrine. Pride. We forget who we are. We forget about our sin, but when we're asked if we're good enough, we say, oh, maybe, probably. I'm not a terrible person. I'm not Hitler. And that's just pride. God demands perfection. He says perfect people only. Those are the only ones who make it into heaven. There is no man who has had any sin in his heart who has entered the gates of heaven. So what then? Do we have anything to boast in then? If you have even the smallest misstep, if you've lived a perfect life, but for a moment you did not honor God in your heart, mind, and soul, just for a moment, just a little bit off center, you have that smallest bit of sin. It casts you, it binds you hand and feet, sends you into outer darkness. So what is there boasting? What can we boast in before God? There's nothing for us to say. If we stand before Him and say, how good I am, perfection He demands. So this is why there is no boasting for anyone. And this is why if anyone will ever be accepted is because they boast in the work of another. Because they recognize the goodness of another. They recognize the sacrifice that we were unwilling and unable to make, which is Christ's sacrifice on the cross. So I tell you this, stop exalting ourselves in our great deeds and great works, but look to the one who's only done one great deed and one great work, and it is Christ Jesus. This next song is called Majesty and Misery.